I wanted to let the second season air all the way. Oh, that's so cool. It's going to be hard with these cool graphics. Whoever sent that one was pretty cool. Oh my God. These graphics are killing me, guys. These graphics are killing me. Anyway, all right, that being said, look, there are a lot of false narratives being put out all over socials. Okay, first I want to start there. Well, I have for the large part, I have ignored them. All right, I try to ignore all the false narratives, and but some of them can't be ignored, guys. Like there's a couple that I can't. I have to talk on. All right, first off, I don't know anybody an explanation. First and foremost, I don't. I know that people are curious about things that happen, and y'all want to know the details. I get that. My life was on national television. I get that. But first and foremost, I have to protect my mental health. Okay, it's really hard being on national television like that, especially the way my private life unfolded on national television. It was never my goal for that to happen like that. Okay, but first, I just want to say that. Now, if I'm ever quiet about something, I see that people always say, oh, he's protecting Gypsy or things like that. I'm not protecting Gypsy. Gypsy is not my concern anymore to protect, but I have to protect my mental health, number one. But just because I'm quiet doesn't mean I'm protecting her. I just want y'all to know that, okay? Having said that, I appreciate all the support and love I get. Like, guys, you have no idea how much I appreciate everybody who is Team Ryan. Okay? You have no idea. I can't thank y'all enough. That's why I go all out of my way for cameos. That's why I try to make them as personal and as fun as possible, because I never thought I'd have fans, guys, ever. So the fact that I have people who are Team Ryan, it's awesome. Like, I never want y'all to think I don't appreciate it, because I do. Y'all have helped me get through so much that you have no idea how much I've been going through. Like, there's so much behind the scenes that you don't know, and I appreciate all of y'all. All right. That being said, all right, I have so much respect for those of you who have remained with me, remained worried, remained caring. It means so much to me, guys. All right. All right. With that being said, all right, I'm trying to figure out where I put my stuff. All right. That being said, all right, I see stuff that's going on the other side, the other camp. All right, Gypsy's camp, Ken, all that. I have nothing to do with that. Okay, I have nothing to do with anything that they do. All right, I am my own person. I am my own entity. I have nothing that we don't discuss what they do. They don't discuss what I do. Okay, so please don't lump me in with whatever's going on over there. Okay, because they don't consult me. I don't consult them. Okay, that being said, I'm going to mention that on later in the live, but with everything that's been going on, guys, Gypsy's put me in a hard spot. Okay, she is making me have to reply to certain things. Okay, she is making it to where I have to defend myself, and it bothers me that it's come to that, but I will. All right, there's been a couple things that has bothered me. I've seen some comments. All right, whatever they have going on over there, like I've seen some stuff that they've done recently, and all right, number one, I'm a teacher. Okay, number one, I don't like being called a creep. Okay, because that comment is just so ludicrous. Look, I want to show you guys something. All right, when I first wrote to Gypsy, people talk about the comment of me saying, oh, she was cute. Okay, the way her mother had her looking, Gypsy was not cute. It was not. Like, it was so wrong on so many levels. Gypsy, the way her mother had her dressed and looking, no teeth, all that, it was so wrong on so many levels. And I'm not referring to that when I say that she was cute. I'm not at all. When I said she was cute, I was referring to her actually talking in the Mommy, Dad, and Dearest with the black and white, okay? I thought she was cute in that part. But also, when I first wrote Gypsy, the first picture I got back was this. Now, I had to dig for this. I had to look for it and find it. But that's the first picture she sent to me. Okay. In no way, shape, or form does she look like a little kid. No way, shape, or form. Okay? At all. That's the first picture I got when I first started talking to her. All right? I got sent that picture. In no way, shape, or form does she look like a kid. Okay? Our first meeting, I had to find this picture. There she was on our first meeting. When we decided to go be romantic, that's what she looked like the first day. Okay? That right there, that was our first meeting, and then we became romantic right after that. So when people say that I was attracted to her being a little kid and all that, that's just so ludicrous. Like, that is all woman right there. Gypsy's been all woman. My whole time I've known Gypsy, Gypsy was a woman, and she acted like a woman, and she was a woman. So I just want to point that out. So when people say some mean stuff and like hint around that I'm a pedo, I can't have that. That is so far from the truth, and it's ridiculous. And I just want to put that out there that I won't tolerate that. I won't. I will, if I see videos about people saying that, and I've only seen a couple, but I will do legal action on you for that, because I can't have that. That's just so far from the truth, and it's ridiculous, and I won't put up for it. So I just want to let y'all know that that bothers me. Okay, I'm a teacher. I've worked for an organization, charity organization. That just is so wrong on so many levels, and it's disgusts me. Okay, so that being said, all right, that's all I'm going to say about that. I just won't have that anymore. All right, pictures of Gypsy, they're gone. Boom, boom again, gone. Pixie, go eat them. Look, I think she grabbed one of them. Look, I love my dog. Pixie, come here. Look, Pixie, come here. Oh, Pixie actually ate it. All right, I'm gonna pick the other one up. That's wrong on so many levels. That's the first one she sent. That's not us together. I will say that, just in case she's watching. I don't want her to do that. But anyway, all right. Now that being said, all right, everything else I will address in this live. So, all right, that out of the way, guys. I had to start there because that bothers me to see that, because it's just wrong. So wrong, and people who spread that narrative are ignorant. That's all I gotta say. Pixie, okay, you're not gonna tear a picture up. I know you want to. Look, she's scrambling for it. You're not gonna tear a picture up. Pixie, give me it. Pixie, I'm mad at you for that, Pixie. Did y'all see that? Poor Pixie. Well, Pixie misses her mama, I guess. Sorry. Oh, Pixie, stop it. Look. Play with that. No, look. Pixie, stop it. Stop it. Stop. Stop. You done ruined that picture. Sorry. I did not think she did that. I did not plan that, number one. Anyway, all right. Season 2. Nope. All right. Season 2. All right. So much to process. All right. I released that text, the Amber J text that I released. Okay. I released that because everyone knows she released a text of mine first. She released one of mine first. I released that because I saw clips in the documentary where she was making me out to be some desperate, pathetic loser who couldn't move on, who couldn't do that, who's pathetic. And it was always bothering her and, making me out something I'm not. And knowing what I knew behind the scenes, I had to release that because it proved that, number one, I wasn't the only one reaching out. It proved that she still cared, although she told the world I was the public and all this stuff. It proved that that narrative she was spinning on that documentary was wrong. Okay? I released that after she released one of my texts and all that stuff. And then, was I wrong in doing it? Probably. I shouldn't have done it. That's fine. But I had to show that I wasn't pathetic, because that's the narrative she was spinning. That her family was calling me that. All right, let's do a poll. I mean, before I go, let's do a poll. All right. What y'all think? Let's see. Did y'all find it funny when Pixie was eating that picture? Let's do an easy poll. Red, yes. Blue, no. There's my first poll of the night. Let's make it a light one. I got some no's. Appreciate that. Shows both sides are kind of represented. You like that picture, huh? That was Mama. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I like that graphic. Jennifer, thank you for that. All right, so that was a simple graphic. Simple poll. Just to give you pollsters a poll to start on. All right. I released that text, and then Gypsy released something very personal, very below the belt, very straight for the jugular type, very something that I don't feel like I have to talk about. Something I feel like I have grown tremendously from. Number one, I've been a better person, got a college degree, did all this stuff. She knew she was below the belt. She knew it, but she did it. I confronted her. I text her dad to tell her, like, hey, so I wouldn't bother her, like, hey, do that. Tell her that I don't appreciate it, blah, blah, blah. And then she released that text, and then I'm talking about it because I need to get it off my chest. Okay? So those people saying, why are you talking about it? Why are you talking about it? Because I need to get it off my chest. It happened. It's recent. It leads to everything that's happened. Okay? So I'm talking about it. And this is my live. If you don't like it, like I said, here's the door. Anyway, like I said. All right. So then she does the text video. She does that. She released something very personal. Then she does the threatening video at the Jazz Fest. And you've won the graphic so far, just to let you know. All right. So then she releases the video where she's threatening me, blah, 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 blah. Pixie, what you doing, baby? Anyway, she does that. Right? I don't know how to respond. Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I can't believe you did that. Number one, I know how impulsive she is. I married her. I know her. Okay, I know how impulsive she is. And I know she doesn't think before she acts a lot of times. And that's fine. I get it. But releasing that was a low blow. I didn't appreciate it. I didn't find it funny. I didn't find it cute. But the fact that she threatened me on it after kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Rubbed me the wrong way. And then Sunday night, all right, so I see that Sunday night, her friend gets on a live and they start saying how, like, they have this big dark secret about me, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, like, going along with the narrative that Gypsy spewed threatening me. Like, if I keep talking about Gypsy, they're going to release this deep, dark secret. And Ryan better stop. And da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Monday morning, she wakes up, and somebody told her that she was wrong, I guess. Because all of a sudden, she releases an apology flyer. An apology flyer on her TikTok and Instagram. With crying eyes saying, I'm sorry to me. Okay. I saw that. Okay. Thank you for that. Then comes the apology video. Okay. The apology video. All right. Watching the apology video, number one, first and foremost, you should have called me first. If you were truly sorry, you should have called me first. That's what I would have done. But that's what anybody would do. You release a flyer, you release an apology video, because the apology wasn't for me. It was for people who were ragging on you, and it was damage control. Let's call it like it is. It is what it is. It was not for me. It was damage control, because you realized you went too far, and your people probably told you, whoa, this is not cool. She got a lot of backlash for it. She got a lot. I saw videos of people tearing her up, and I'm not for that. I'm not. This whole time, guys, it's not me to bring somebody down. It's not. All right, I'm in the business of uplifting people. I'm in the business of making people feel good about themselves. I'm in the business of trying to be the bigger person and being the better person, and I feel like I am the better person in a lot of aspects. Am I human? Absolutely. Do I make mistakes? Absolutely. But okay, apology video. Number one, you didn't call me. I'll see a flyer, and then I see the video. After your friend threatens the night before, has this big dark secret that she has on me, and she won't release because she respects Gypsy or something. I don't know. All right. Then the apology flyer, the apology video comes. And in the apology video, some things I've noticed. All right, Gypsy, I felt like some of it was heartfelt. I did. But it rubbed me the wrong way that you didn't call me. You didn't text me, say, I'm sorry, I'm going to do this video. Nothing. It was all publicity stunt. It was all damage control for the backlash you were receiving. Okay? Yes, I liked that you publicly apologized, but I should have got a private one first. Okay? Then you could have said, look, I plan on doing this apology video. I hope you understand, and I will tell people I'm wrong and blah, 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 blah. I would have accepted it more. Okay. One thing I noticed in the apology video, and I'm not going to go on and on and on and on, but one thing I noticed in the apology video, you mentioned your... All right, let's do a poll. I like that idea. Let's do a poll. All right. Would you have accepted the apology video if you were me? Now put yourself in my shoes. Would you have accepted it? Red, yes. Blue, no. First and foremost, let's do that. Guys, I'm already at 2.1 million likes. Thank you. Let's get to... I'd love to get to 10 million. I've never been there. Let's do it. All right, so I have 200 or so say yes. A lot of people say blue. All right, so if you were me, you wouldn't accept it. And I'm not trying to be a Gypsy hater, because I'm not. Okay. So most people wouldn't have accepted it as me. Okay. I wanted to accept it, but I saw things in it. It wasn't for me. It wasn't. Now, were there genuine parts? Yes, there were. There were. You know, my mother cried on it. My mother called me and cried. And there were parts that got me. I'm not even going to lie, Gypsy. There were parts that got me. But you said some things that made it damage control. Number one, you mentioned your parents' divorce. Okay. You mentioned, well, they didn't get divorced. I will correct that. They never got divorced. But you mentioned the 3 weeks that Christy wasn't answering the phone. All right. That timeline doesn't fit, number one, because when they were going through that, you had your parole hearing. So Christy was up there seeing you at that time. So that didn't fit. That was a lie. And you didn't want me to release the text that you think I have of saying Christy Gypsy's been trying to get in touch with you. So that was, you thought I was going to start releasing text. Boom, 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 boom. And that was one to protect something that I once said. That, in a live, I said something about Christy never answering your phone call, but I have multiple instances where that happened. So, but you mentioned that for that, and I saw through that. All right. So the timeline there didn't fit, but it fit your narrative. All right. Then you talked about you reached out to me postpartum. Okay, and I betrayed your trust, and you reached out to me postpartum, and you could count on me. You know why you reached out to me? Because you could always trust me. Was always there for you, always have been, and you knew you could count on me. That's why you reached out. Let's be honest. But let's stop acting like that was the only time you reached out. Okay? In that video, that's what you were saying. I only reached out this time. Let's not. Anyway. All right. I'm sure that's what you had to tell Kenny Boy. That I reached out during postpartum and it was only postpartum. Okay. All right. Anyway. All right. So that part of the video was damage control for your relationship. The biggest thing you fear is me trying to hurt your relationship with Ken. And I have never done that. Number one, I'm not trying to do that. If I wanted to do that, I've already done that. And you know that I could do that, but I'm not trying to do that. And that's the one thing that you seem to always say, are you trying to ruin my relationship? Like, that's your one comeback to me. Are you trying to ruin my relationship and ruin my family? No, I'm not. I'm not. That's not my goal in life, is to hurt you the way you hurt me. That's not my goal in life. Number one. But the one time we did talk after the apology video, you said that me releasing your text betrayed you. All right? Those were the exact words you said. Me releasing the text betrayed you. Girl, you have no idea what betrayal is. For you to sit there and say that I betrayed you, if that's betrayal, wow. Anyway, all right. Done with the apology video. Said my piece on that. Didn't betray you. I just defended myself, and that's what I do. And the releasing of the text was me defending myself, defending that narrative. But for you to say I betrayed you, girl, you have no idea what betrayal is, because stuff you did to me is terrible. Anyway. All right. Apology video. I never talked about it until now, so I talked about it. All right. Thank y'all for being Team Ryan. Thank y'all. All right. Moving on. All right. Matt, 3.1 million likes. Thank you guys very much. Thank y'all. Whatever. My cousin just texted me. Anyway. All right. Let's talk about, because there's so much that happened in the season. There's so much that happened. Okay. Now I'm on to the text that Gypsy released. Okay. Showing that I was threatening Aurora or whatever. Number one, those texts were an argument between me and Ken. Okay. Through Gypsy. Okay. We planned this whole meeting I was going to see Gypsy and the baby, and we were going to get a paternity test. We let Lifetime know we were going to do it on camera. And I even said, like, is this just for camera? And blah, blah, blah. And Gypsy said, no, I want to see you too. So I was like, okay, cool. Okay. You tell Ken shuts it down. Ken threatens you, gives you an ultimatum, all this, says, you can go meet Ryan, but he can't meet Aurora. Okay. Number one, at that moment, when he said that, Aurora had my last name. I was on the birth certificate, and I had not been tested yet. I had not been tested yet. And you were sending me baby pictures. You were sending me this. You were sending me that. So, of course, I wanted to see you with your baby. I did. I wanted to see that reaction. And it's kind of like, there was still that little chance because the baby was born early. And by the math, it could have been mine. It could have been. Like, I never said it was mine. I never said it was mine. But it could have been, and I had to make sure. Okay? All right. In the show, there's this scene where they're like, all Ryan has to do is drive over to the hospital. All he has to do is drive over to the hospital and sign it, and it could be a Blanchard. Okay? Number one, no ex-husband in their right mind would drive 3.5 hours there, 3.5 hours back, walk in the hospital with their tail between their legs, knowing that you were celebrating with your baby daddy and the family and everything. And I'm supposed to walk in there silently with my tail between my legs, sign the paperwork, knowing that you want to put Euchre, not Blanchard, Euchre on the birth certificate so you can have the birth certificate. And you can be like, this is my birth certificate, my baby, da-da-da. You can show the world your birth certificate. No husband, no ex-husband in their right mind would do that. None. And I'm going to do a poll to prove that. Would you have gone to the hospital in my boat? Yes, red, yes, blue, no. Would you have? Honestly, to help Ken and Gypsy out. Not knowing if this was your baby yet or not. Keep that in mind. Was at the time when the baby was born, the math wasn't mathing. Math wasn't mathing at that time. All right. So most people in here said no, they wouldn't do it either. Okay. All right. So I felt justified in that because I even asked my mother that day, who I respect her opinion. My mother has been great. She has done everything for me in my life. You could call me a mama's boy all you want, but I mean, I'm a grown man and I love my mother. I was raised by my mother. I love her. And she has given me great advice over the years. And I asked her on that day, am I wrong for not driving over there? Am I wrong? Like, because I felt bad. Like, I'm a good person. I felt bad. And my mother said, no man in their right mind would drive that far to help a woman that did this to them. And I said, okay, cool. That's all I needed. All right. So I didn't do that. All right. In the show. All right. So going back to the meeting that we were supposed to have for paternity. Me and Gypsy were talking at that time. We were friendly. We were sending pictures, all this stuff. Y'all saw it in the show. I'm at work and I get a text like, hey, Ken doesn't want you to meet the baby. Ken's not going to let you see the baby. Okay. So I got angry at that because at that moment in my mind, all right, he did not have that right to say that I couldn't see the baby yet. Now, does he now? Absolutely. Absolutely. But at that moment in time, he didn't have that right. He didn't have that right. I know y'all are saying he did. There's some people saying he did. He really didn't. But I got angry that he was saying that in the first place because the baby is a baby. The baby would not have remembered me at all. I would not have hurt the baby. I wouldn't have done anything to hurt that baby. No, they had a paternity test that was done before the birth, and my lawyer said don't trust it, number one, especially after the day it was born. So y'all can, people in the comments, y'all can rest that out. All right. So I got mad at him for saying that. And I was in the text, I argued like, if I wanted to see that baby right now, I could. Okay? That's what I was saying. If I wanted to see that baby right now, I would show up with the police right now and see that baby and have him in the corner and crying about it. Because there's nothing he could do to stop me if I wanted to do that. But I didn't. Actions speak louder than words. I didn't. I calmed down. That whole text was a matter of like 30 minutes. I calmed down. She didn't show what happened after. All right. She told me that Ken gave her the ultimatum, and I said, I'm sorry he did that. And I backed down right away because I said, that is my goal, is to never give you an ultimatum. So I apologize. But that was an argument between me and Ken. That had nothing to do with Gypsy, had nothing to do with the baby. That was an argument. Okay. So if y'all think that is a power trip or whatever, at that moment, I didn't know who the father was all the way. All right. And if y'all said I had no rights, I was on the birth certificate. The baby had my last name. I just wanted to see one reaction. One time with her and Gypsy, but he had a flip out moment and said I couldn't, and I got mad. I get angry. And I later apologized to Gypsy and said, I'm sorry, shouldn't have done it, lost my head for a minute. I'm human, okay? I'm human. I can only be honest about that. All right. And if you think I'm wrong, I apologize for that. Like, I learned from my mistakes. I'm a man. I can admit it. And people said, how dare you not sign over that baby? All right, in the show, you saw I got tested. The moment I saw I was not the father, I signed over rights to that baby. The moment I found out that was not my baby 100%, I signed over rights to that baby because I didn't have rights to it. Like, that's fine. But Louisiana law stated, and Gypsy knew this at the time, that, Ken was mad that the baby had to have the last name Anderson. Well, you shouldn't have got a married woman pregnant. Number one. Shouldn't have got a married woman pregnant. You should not have come in between them. I mean, like, I can say whatever I want about the fact that you are a homewrecker because Gypsy was actively living with me. We were married. You used Gypsy's stepmom to weasel your way in. And you can sit there and say Gypsy was no, you knew she was living with me. You knew she was married. All right. So plain and simple, Gypsy's guilty too. Don't think that she's not guilty. Like, guys, y'all think just because I don't say nothing about Gypsy doesn't mean I'm protecting her. Gypsy was guilty in that as well. But Christy opened the door that Ken was begging her to pry open. All right. But Gypsy walked through it. I'm not saying she didn't. I'm not defending her actions either. But it's the fact that as a man, I'm speaking on as a man, real men don't do shit like that. But that's another reason I don't like him. All right. There's many more, guys. I have so many more reasons why I do not like him. All right. So I was wrong in that. Y'all seen the text. But the moment Gypsy told me that Ken gave her an ultimatum, I backed down immediately because actions speak louder than words. And I had a moment where I was mad and that he would say that, knowing everything I've had to swallow, knowing everything that I've had to take in this whole situation. And I've taken it and have not fought back. I've not said anything, so I thought the one time that he would have to swallow something, he'd have to, like, because I've had to do it, but he shouldn't have got a married woman pregnant. Shouldn't have. Number one, shouldn't have done it. All right. So, sorry about and I'm tired of people saying I tried to kidnap her. I never would have done that. Number one, all right. So I mentioned the police to Gypsy. Y'all saw the police video, right? I'm not the one that shows up at people's houses unannounced with the police. I'm not. So So I said that to her because she did that to me. So there's a reason why I said that. Like, if I wanted to, I would show up with the police right now because you've already done it. And I didn't tell nobody about that incident, and I wouldn't have. But y'all released that video. Why? Like, I'm civil in it. I mean, like, okay. And then dude who released it sitting there going like, Brian's a liar. He's a fraud. He's a fraud. He has seen Gypsy. That's not visiting with somebody. That's not. And if you think that's a visit, then you're sadly mistaken. I have not had a one-on-one conversation with Gypsy since she left. So you can take that as me being a liar and me being that, but the police video made y'all look bad. Made y'all look bad, and y'all thought it was going to make me look bad. But let me tell y'all something in that police video. All right. This was around the time they were saying I was abusive, okay? Her friend did that article for People saying, let me in, which didn't happen like that, and I wasn't abusive. Gypsy has later come out and said I wasn't abusive. So like that false narrative had already been squashed. My lawyer put an end to that immediately because it was bullshit. And Gypsy knows because she even said in her apology video, I was her comfort. She could rely on me. I was her safe space. I was. So she knew I would never hurt her. So, all right. So at that time they were saying I was abusive. They show up with the police unannounced. And the sad part about that is me and Gypsy were talking that day. We were texting that day. She never once said, hey, I'll be over there later. Can you have stuff for me? Never once said that. I get off work, and then the first thing I hear about it is a knock on my door and it's the police. I'm like, yeah, you need something? And, all right, so they did that. You hear me come out and be like, you didn't have to call the police. And Christy is sitting there filming it secretly, number one. Christy is filming it secretly. They wanted me to have a reaction. They wanted me to flip out, have an angry moment, flip out, do something stupid so they could spin that narrative that I was abusive or whatever they were trying to do. That's all that was. And I didn't bite. Like, all right, what do you want? You want your pictures? Sure. Well, there's your pictures. Have a good one. And Gypsy later admitted to me that she didn't want to call the police. She didn't want to do that. Christy made her do that. Christy would not let her come up without the police, like refused. Even Mia thought this is a little much. Christy didn't realize that me and Gypsy were talking and we were friendly. In fact, I said some sweet stuff to her that morning. But anyway, that's beside the point. Christy filming it told me everything I needed to know about her. Okay. Anyway, so I didn't even have to give her pictures, but I did. And you know why they wanted those pictures so bad? Because Christy found out from Melissa, her book, that the money is in the pictures. So they had to get those pictures. It had nothing to do with their book. Nothing. Because I had already given them all those pictures. The book was done as far as pictures. They wanted those pictures for the money. Period. That's why they had to get those pictures. Okay. So I gave them. Like, I wasn't going to sell them. Whatever. Here's your pictures. But the book was done. Like, and you know what? I worked on that while Gypsy was in prison, and I went through all those photos. I did all of that. I did all of it. And I did it because I loved her. I would have done it. It didn't matter. Like, Gypsy knows that. Like, anyway. All right. So, and then they thought I was going to let them in with the police. No. Like, I told Gypsy later, like, I would, anyway. I don't know. I didn't appreciate it. And I love people calling me a liar. I'm not lying. Um, y'all already know I tell the truth. All right. But anyway, the police video made him look bad, and I don't know why they would release it a year later. Uh, I mean, trying to hurt me like they've been trying to do, and I don't understand because I don't try to hurt her. I don't. I really don't. It just bothers me that they do that. I don't understand. As much stuff as they have done to me, and for me to just sit there and take it, I've took it. But I'm going to defend myself. I don't get it. I don't get it. Christy didn't like me from the jump, and I don't know why, but she did not. She had to get rid of me, and she got rid of me. So, I mean, I have proof that I once texted Christy a year, okay? Like, you can look at the dates. I texted her a year before she ever responded back to me. I texted her and said, like, hey, I'm Gypsy's new boyfriend. I'd love to get with you and meet with you and, talk about things. I'm here for Gypsy. And she never responded to me till a year later. A year later. I get it, but like she probably looked at that and was like, look at this dude. So, she really found out. She started texting me when she found out I was when me and Gypsy were getting married, and like that's when she finally started texting me back. But that's whatever. Like, that's to each his own. That's her. But she didn't like me from jump, and she got rid of me. And Gypsy told me that Christy did not like you after the fact. But whatever. But that's why they wanted the pictures. They had to have them. And Gypsy later told me like she didn't care about none of the stuff that I have. Doesn't matter. Keep it all. So. And I have proof of that. Y'all know I have proof of all that. Anyway, all right. So, back to the Aurora text. All right. Gypsy released those texts after the preview of the episode in the season where she told the world that I gave her an ultimatum, which I didn't give her. I just said, I'm sick of Ken. I'm not budging on this one, and he needs to back down. But he didn't, and I backed down. Because I'm not trying to cause Gypsy grief. But, that's beside the point. But I did back down. Because I'm a good person, and she knows that. Anyway. All right. I do have to apologize for something that I did. And I'm a man enough to admit I was wrong. And I do apologize if I hurt anybody's feelings. In those texts that Gypsy released, talking about me giving her an ultimatum, which I didn't give her, now I lost my head and I was like fighting with Ken. I was in those texts. I was fighting with Ken. She gave my phone number to a lot of TikTok creators and everything, gave my phone number away. And I was at school and somebody texted me and said, hey, it's unfair that Gypsy's giving your number out to people. And I think it's not right. All right. It's not right. And my first thought was, no, she didn't do that. So I said, I need proof. And the person sent me proof. My number's right there, clear as day. Bam, bam. And I was like, wow, she really doxed me. So I text her and said, why would you do that? I have never done that to you. Wouldn't have dreamed of it. Why did you do that to me? 2 seconds later, Ken texts me back. On her phone, texted me back and blatantly lied to my face. Said she didn't do that. So I got so mad that I said something I shouldn't have said. I used a word I shouldn't have used. And, I'm not perfect, guys. I'm not. I said something stupid. I can admit to that. I apologize if I lost your respect or I hurt your feelings in any way. I apologize wholeheartedly. That was not directed toward a group of people. That was directed to one person. That was anger towards one person. And I apologize if me saying that to him hurt your feelings. Honestly, I am not that way. I I apologize if I hurt your feelings. I really have. I've had people message me on TikTok and say, Ryan, we know you're not that way. You know, we understand you were mad. And I was. I was so angry that he just blatantly lied to me. The guy who stole my wife and got her pregnant a month later and all this. So, you know, I used the word I shouldn't have, and I apologize for it. I'm man enough to admit it, and I'm man enough to know not to do it again. I learned from my mistakes. So I apologize, and I'm man enough to know that I won't do that again. So if I lost your respect, I'm sorry. I can only hope to earn it back, and I will. If I hurt you in any way, and I will. My actions will show that. So that's all I want to say about it. But it hurt to know that they released that to TMZ. It hurt to know that the one time they had me in a negative light, they used it. The one time that they had me for something that they could ruin me for, they didn't hesitate. And the sad part is in the apology video, she said she wouldn't do it again. Wouldn't do it again, but then continues to try to ruin me. What did I do? I don't understand. Maybe I'm not supposed to understand. Maybe that's a smear campaign against me. I don't know. But that hurt. That really hurt. The medical information hurt the most. TMZ one was a low blow, but you know, I can only apologize and move on. That's all I can do. So I do apologize if I hurt anybody's feelings. And that's all I'm going to say on it. I can learn from my mistakes. So if I lost your respect, I'm sorry. I'll get it back. Anyway, all right. I'm at 5 million likes. I appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. Okay. All right. Season 2. But I do want to say the moment I did find out Aurora was not mine, I signed over rights. I just want y'all to know that. Okay? I want y'all to know Aurora's a sweet, innocent baby, and I would do nothing to hurt her. You know, let me tell y'all this. Ken dislikes me so much that he once told Gypsy that if they split up, Gypsy could not be with me or he would threaten to take Aurora away. Okay? That's how controlling he is. Okay? So, y'all just remember that. And that's one reason I don't like him. He has threatened custody over her so many times since Aurora's born. How old is Aurora? 5 months? Not even 6 months. So I do not like him for many reasons, but one of them is because he even told her, if they split up, you cannot be with Ryan or I will get sole custody. Like I don't like him for that. I don't like him for the fact that he calls her names. I don't like him for the fact that just his face. I don't like his face. And he called me a petty ass bitch on national television. Dude, you would not say that to my face. You would not say that to my face. All right? We both know that you couldn't run away from me. All right? We've seen the video. We both know you couldn't run away, but you would not say that to my face. So that's all I'm going to say. You know, it's funny. They released that text, but don't release when I basically took up for Gypsy to him that same day, like block this, whatever. But they didn't release that text. No, because it showed me in a good light and they couldn't do that. So anyway, let's do a poll. All right. Let's see. Y'all ready for me to put Amber J on here? Let's do a poll. Red, yes, blue, no. Let's have some fun. Have some fun. I've said a lot. Y'all can take it as y'all take it, but y'all know I've never not told the truth to y'all. All right. Everybody's ready. Let's see. I talked for an hour about that. Let's have some fun for a minute. All right. Amber J. Let me see if I can even find her. I don't even know where she's at. Let's see. You know what's funny? You know what's funny is like in the show, Ken said he'd catch a charge for Aurora. I knew he was a catcher. I knew it.
Why do I never know what direction you're going with these?
I knew it.
You're gonna get us in trouble. And don't forget about it. Don't worry about it.
I've been holding on to that one for a while. This was and you were the perfect person to drop that one on.
I got you. I'm here for you.
Yeah. Look, people are like, oh my God, they're losing their mind. I love it. But
I
that's
love
what,
a Pookie moment.
yeah, I just had a moment. But I knew it when he said that in the show. I was like, knew it.
Got him.
Yeah.
Aha.
Aha! Caught him.
We got you, Ken.
Yeah, son of a bitch. Sorry, I need to quit. You know, he called me a petty ass bitch like 3 times in the show. Called me a petty ass bitch.
We've met him.
Like, excuse me. Say what? I am. I mean, whatever. I'm petty. Yeah, whatever.
Take it and own it.
Yeah. I need to run the TMZ with it. That's what I need to do.
Yeah, show him what petty is. Damn. Ken, you want to see petty, we'll make you petty.
I thought about it because I have like receipts and stuff. I thought about being like, y'all want to be that petty? Let's.
But that's not you. That's not like your vibe.
It's not.
Just let them keep. It'll run out. They'll hit a brick wall eventually.
Yeah, maybe so. But
I think so.
It is what it is. Whatever.
Yeah.
Ain't worth my time.
Honestly. No, you got me, Pookie.
That's right. And I have this on top of my head.
What is that?
Hair.
Mr. Hair? Oh. It's his wig, guys.
Sorry. I gotta stop.
Why are they going over my head today?
I know, but I need to stop. I'm being
It's fine.
I know, but people are probably like, "Oh, this is boring."
Don't
but
give
it's
a
not.
shit.
Yeah, it's
No,
not.
people laugh at anything.
Look, I just got a comment. When is our wedding? When's our wedding, Amber? Like, what the hell?
I thought we already had it. Y'all are late. We didn't invite y'all.
They're late.
We wanted it private.
That's right. They're late to the parties.
Yeah. Damn it, y'all. Thought he was going to wait that long? No, we wiped it up.
Yeah, somebody's waiting on the other end, but whatever. I don't know where I was going with that. Like I just, anyway. But I'm so glad you decided to join me.
I know. I was shocked you asked. I was like, hail to the yeah.
People loved our first one.
I know, because we're funny.
Yeah, we are funny.
I don't even think we're that funny.
I think we're hilarious, but
I laugh at myself. I just like talk all day.
I want to set you up multiple boxes again just to do it.
Can you put like several of me just to piss off the people?
Oh, that'd be something.
They'd be mad. They can't have several Ambers. They already don't like me.
It'd piss off a couple people, I know for sure.
And I'm put a big S on air things. Big ol' ass.
Oh, Ryan's.
Ryan's and the Pokies and the Amber Jays.
That's right.
Living the dreams.
And the Miss Pixie.
And Miss Pixies. She's living the dreams.
Let me tell you something. Pixie hates me doing cameo. Just for the record. She hates me putting the camera in her face. Like, look, I need a new co-host for cameos because, like,
I'm coming over.
Because look, this is what I get from Pixie. I'm like, hey, it's me, Ryan.
No reaction. She's like, what?
Pixie's just like, get that away from me. I'm like,
Pixie.
come on. Look, that's all I get. So
start throwing a treat at her or something. Yeah, I'm just gonna move in. Our cameos would just be us laughing at each other back and forth. We wouldn't put out a word.
Sort of like our lives. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Just nonstop.
Be like, this is Ryan. This is Amber.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. What do you think of the second season of the show, though? Let me ask you that.
I thought the first half was really good. I actually really thought it was going good, and I thought it was going in a good direction. I thought she was like really taking it all in, what she did. It was like really making her look good. And then it just went downhill. And I feel like they just trashed you too much. They put you in too much and trashed you. They made you look bad. And it's messy. Why are they even, it's just so god awful messy on their end, like for them in general. Like you should be happier out of it because their whole like home life is chaotic.
They tried to make me look bad.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I talk to you, so I know you're really like that. I'm just kidding.
He's so bad. But that's what it is. This is the first time, like, one thing I told Lifetime is, like, I'm not going to talk anything on socials about Aurora or anything like that. Nothing to do with that situation. Because I was giving that to them. So this is, like, the first time I've ever brought anything up to do with her. So
yeah, because they put you in it. Like, I mean, you were involved in a sense, but, like, they really put you in there, and in the limelight.
They had to. Like, for us to do the third-party thing, I had to get tested. Like, for Ken to be on the birth certificate, I had to get tested regardless.
Yeah.
So, like, I had to be in it. It was life. It's what it is. But
it just sucks it was aired out to everybody and everything and then for everybody, all you guys to rewatch, like that's, it's not good. It's not healthy, for anybody. So it's like shame on Lifetime for wanting Gypsy because she's messy.
He's so bad.
It's
Let's do
true
a
though. She just
let's do
keeps
a
it
poll.
coming.
Let me do a poll. Like this might be a narcissistic poll, and that's fine. But
That's okay.
if Lifetime came up to me and wanted to do a show, would y'all watch it? Would my people watch it? Red, yes, blue, no.
I'm voting. I'm saying yeah. Hell yeah. Because you'd invite me in.
I would. I would. There'd be an episode where you roller skate in. Like
Yes.
that would be the intro. Is
Every time.
to your scene. No, to your scene is you rolling in, doing like a 360 and being like, I'm Amber J.
This is
Something
me,
like
Amber
that.
J. Hey guys, it's Amber J.
Hey guys, it's you, Amber J. I heard y'all know all about me.
I was listening to something and it was like, I should have like took a picture of it. I don't remember what it was, but I literally was dying and I was like, this would be a mine and Ryan's cameo entrance. Like, or like if we had a YouTube going, like this would be the beginning like scene that everybody watches. And I can't remember it and I'm pissed because it was perfect. Like I gotta remember and send it to you.
You gotta remember it. Like I don't know. I love the idea of you roller skating in and like doing 360s and be like, it's me, Amber.
I know. I'm not that good yet, but we could try.
Yeah.
Well, you'll catch me.
Well, the poll was positive red, mostly red. People would watch. And that's
Hell yeah.
You know, I've lost some people though because I'm not spilling any more tea, but it's what it is.
I know. And I'm here. I'm not that funny. You're
not. You're not. I don't know why I brought you on. You've ruined my viewers.
I'm so sorry. I wanted everybody to go to bed.
Gosh, shame on you, Amber. You did this. No, I actually got 7.4 million likes. Like, that's huge.
Oh, shit. You did get close to 10.
I got close to 10.
I was crying because you're like, yeah, 1.2 million likes. Come on, guys. Let's get to 10 million. That's a freaking jump. You didn't even try to shoot for 3 or 5. You're like, come on, guys. 70 million likes. Let's go right now. Come on, you got this.
Let's get it. I tell you what, I think I'm going to announce my lives from now on. Like,
you should.
You see all the people like
that was popping, and you did good. That was good. I loved how you did like everything. You covered everything, like for the things that you're involved in or need to cover or want to speak on. I thought that went really good.
You did all right?
Oh yeah, I thought it was really good.
Okay, well, like
very
I will
good.
defend myself. Like I will defend myself on things that I have to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not into burying people.
No, and you never do.
And the reality is, I hate to say this, but you give somebody enough rope. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yup.
You know, and it's like.
And like I said, it's the gift that keeps on giving. So it's like.
It really. Like Christmas year round.
No, seriously. Ryan, I'm telling you, you could do no wrong because there's something new every day.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
There's always something.
You know what's crazy is like I had this idea to put my lives on a YouTube channel and create one. But then she announces her YouTube channel. I'm like, there goes that.
No, now you got this.
I'm like,
Gypsy,
no.
we're coming to YouTube. Move over. There's room for everybody to monetize. Okay, we're coming
no,
in.
Forget that.
Scoot on over.
No, not going.
I'm telling you, go out there and walk the pixie.
You know what's funny is like, I've had people be like, I don't always get on TikTok and I don't use, so I need to. And it was funny because seriously, a month ago I was like, maybe after the show I'll get on YouTube, and then I see, oh, we're creating this, and I was like, well, shit.
Do it. It'll be a double whammy of fun. I'm telling you.
Well, let's do a poll. Would people watch if I did
do a poll?
Like, would y'all watch if I did a YouTube channel? Like, honestly, red, yes, blue, no. If you wouldn't watch, then don't. You should be watching this live right now.
Yeah, y'all ain't cool if you don't want to be here and you're here.
That's right.
What are you doing here?
Like what the hell? I wish people would. Like, I'm glad people like my cameos though. Like for real. Like,
they're fun and they're like you said, they're personable.
Yeah. Did you see that one girl that was like, stop? Did you see it on my Instagram stories or whatever?
Yes. Wait, and want to know one of the cameos that's the top cameo that's my favorite is, I forget their name, but they had messaged me too. She was so nice. The one that had you tell her friend that she couldn't be in the freaking wedding. That was so funny to me. Like, how are you gonna have Ryan Anderson, put you down about
she was like, please tell my friend I can't be at her wedding.
Like, how do you do that? You did it so well. It was so nice.
It was like Little JC and Big JC, maybe that was it.
I was so confused. Yes, those were the names.
Yeah, Big JC and Little JC. She's like, I love you, but I'm not gonna be there for your wedding. And
I was crying. That was so good.
Like
it was great.
Yeah,
that's my favorite one by far.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel bad when, all right, so like I've had a couple glitch because at one moment I had so many. Like,
oh, I bet.
And so like I didn't know that you need to let it load all the way before you start another one, because like I was at a point where I was like, damn, I gotta knock these out. I'm in school.
Almost like draft it and it'll post.
Yeah, and I'm like, the moment I hit post, I'd start a new one. And
yeah.
And people, a couple of them contacted me, were like, "Hey, I love the video, but it's glitchy. Can you redo it?" And I was like, "Sure, absolutely," because I felt so bad.
Yeah, that sucks.
And so it's one of those where I was like,
Now,
"I will redo it because you bought it." You know what I mean? Like, it's one of
yeah.
those where I feel like they deserve the best of me.
And you want to do a good one. You want it to
Right.
be enjoyable and fun for that person. And so
Whatever.
far, I think all of them are loved. Like, people
Well,
like them
like I told you, Pixie hates them.
because you're the star in them,
Uh,
not her. That's why.
but let's be honest, Amber. Isn't Pixie really the star?
Yes.
Pixie's
She
behind
should
me.
be.
What are you doing?
Pixie.
What are you doing, sweetie? Pixie.
Hello,
Pixie.
Miss Ma'am.
Hey, that's what. Look, there she is. Look, she heard you whistle, Amber.
Hey. I don't whistle good.
Tell Amber, hey. Yeah, she's looking at me like, what?
Hi, little bitty baby. Oh, that got your attention. Yes, it did. Yeah, I'm coming over, and I'm gonna bring my skates. You're not gonna be scared.
I love how you're like, hey, baby, like kissing her. It's great. Great.
Well, she's hypoallergenic too. It's great.
Yeah, that's right. I wrote that in
love
that
it.
comment. I
I
sure
know.
did. What did you think when I threw the pictures and Pixie grabbed the picture and took off running in my
Oh
lap?
my god, I was dying because that was low key. It was just funny. That it's like it reminded me of. Did she eat a? What did she take the one time? She ate a picture before, right? She had something in her mouth. The vape she always has in her mouth,
My
and I
marriage
think.
license.
Oh, the marriage license. That's right. Yeah. So it was
That
like a
was a joke.
flashback.
Number one, that was a joke. I would not let Pixie eat my marriage license. I wouldn't
But it
now.
was giving that.
I'm gonna go cut it up now. You want that? No, I'm just joking.
Just give it
No.
the rest of her.
That was just a good video. I liked it. And you know why I said that? Because in the first season, they were like, oh, it's just a piece of paper. It doesn't really matter. And I was like,
Yeah.
I put my heart and soul in that marriage. So I was like, it's just a piece of paper to them.
It means something to you.
Yeah. Like, I got married with the intent to stay together forever.
No, trust me, I get it. I completely understand.
You
That's
know?
what most people would do. That's the route.
Like, that's the intent, and they didn't care.
Yeah.
And people are like, what names did Ken call Gypsy? He called her an
I
idiot.
saw that.
Yeah.
I was gonna shout something, but I couldn't think of anything on my feet.
Ken calls Gypsy an idiot. Okay. And I don't appreciate it.
Mm.
Like, don't talk to
Yeah,
your
that's
woman.
not nice.
A real man doesn't do that. Number one. So look, there. Done with that Yahoo though. Like,
You called him a Yahoo.
he is a Yahoo. He's a Yahoo who talks shit on camera but won't say it to my face.
Watch out, he's gonna come over.
Look, I live in Lake Charles, buddy. Come on. Come get you some.
I'll be there. I'm gonna video for the France.
That would be a big mistake. I'm not going to
I'll
look
pull
for
a
you.
Christy.
Ken, I'm not going to come looking for you, but if you look for me, you will find trouble.
Oh shit. Kenny's not kidding, but go away, Ken. Ken, just go away.
I'm kidding. I don't care enough to beat him up. Although he
And just
deserves
go
one.
to the little.
He deserves
hole.
one. He definitely deserves an ass whooping.
This is true.
But,
And I'm only saying that because he whole ass took a wife.
well, no comment. No comment.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. He deserves an ass whooping. If I ever saw him, I'd be the one to give it to him, but I'm not going to look for him either.
All I'm gonna say is I wouldn't want to walk into you in a back alley on a bad day.
You know what's funny? If you ran into me on a back alley, I'd probably be like, hey, what's up? I'd be,
Are you okay? Are you gonna hurt me? You would panic.
yeah, like people would be like, oh, well, I mean, I'm like, yo, are you okay? Everything all right?
Ryan's panicked. Like, you're gonna hurt me. Here's my
I don't know about
wallet.
that. I would just be like, man, you okay? Like, why are you in this back alley, man? Like, I'd be like, come on, the hotel's this way. Let's go. Like, I'd be
I'd be
helpful.
like, yeah, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
And then I'd book it with the cops on speed dial. I'd be running.
I'm here for you in a back alley. Somebody would not like that.
I would say that, and then I'd book feet. I'd get on my Lamborghini and book it out of there.
There you go. You get out your what?
Lamborghini, like a Lamborghini, but my feet. You never heard that one?
An Amber J saying right there. Never heard of that.
The Lamborghini, right?
Lamborghini. Okay. Look, people are like asking me, say you cheat, like ask Amber J to dinner. You want to go to dinner, sweetie?
Yeah.
All right.
I've been saying I'm coming
asked her out
over.
on a date, so stop telling me to ask her out.
Can you come here though, so we go for shark teeth after? Please.
Damn shark teeth and looking
Come
on the
on, you'll like it.
All right. I'm coming to South Carolina.
All right, deal.
All right.
I'll
Fuck
take it.
Pardon my language. I said,
Twist my leg.
yeah, you got me. I mean, let's go get in the caddy, Pixie, right now. We're on our way.
Yeah, Pixie could come. It's dog friendly.
That's right. We could go to brunch. If I left right now, we could probably
I
go to
love
brunch.
brunch.
I do too. It's like, what is it? Breakfast? Lunch? I mean, what is
The
it?
best of both worlds.
The best of both worlds. I freaking love brunch. Like,
It's a good time.
every Mother's Day, my mom always was like, I want to go to brunch. I'm like, damn it, woman, there's no brunch places around here.
I begged to take my mom to brunch. I was like, please, come on. Ye doggy. I was like, we need brunch.
I
She was
love
like,
it.
maybe.
What's the ye doggy for?
Well, the cowboy hat.
You interact with the gift.
Yeah. If
like
it's something fun and I see
I
it,
was wondering, like, because she said something like ye doggy earlier. I was like, what the hell is she talking about?
I'm just acting a fool.
Yeah, just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love it. Look, we've been talking for 30 minutes. You realize that?
Yeehaw.
Yeah, look, you just gave me
Yeehaw.
the cowboy hat now. Nice
It's fun.
Yeah. Amber J,
Ryan Anderson.
you know I enjoy hanging out with you, my friend.
You showing me out, or I could escape.
Hey, we gave the people 30
You missed
minutes.
it. You doggy.
You
missed it.
We gave the people 30 minutes.
I know, that was fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Now I need to put it up on my YouTube channel, and y'all need to come subscribe.
Oh, yeah, this is the opening.
That's right.
You doggy. You missed it.
You doggy.
You doggy.
You know what's crazy, Amber J? I'm at 9.4 million likes.
Oh, you're almost there. I knew you could do it.
When I get to 10 million, I'm losing my mind. Like, I don't know. I might do something.
Look, see, they want you to do the ye doggy. It's like a thing.
Look, there it is. Yee doggy. There you go.
See? Ew.
Only way. Look, there it is again. Yee doggy. All right. Pixie, give me yee doggy. Pixie, give me yee doggy. Where you at, doggy?
Ew, Pixie.
Look, there it is. Give her a cowboy hat. Look.
I know you hear that. Yes, you do. I know you're welcome.
Doggy.
Ew.
There you go. Anyway,
That's too funny.
my friend.
Alrighty.
You know,
I'll talk to you later.
You know you're the best, right?
I adore you.
You know,
Bye,
you know I'm gonna text you after and be like, so what you
I
think?
know. I can't wait.
Hey, bye, my friend.
I'll talk to you in a bit.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right. So that was some me and Amber J time. All right. So I hope y'all liked it. I felt like doing that since I announced my live. So I asked her the other day, like, hey, would you want to join my live again? And felt like doing it. You know, like, she's great. She's my friend. You know, she always perpetrates that we're dating. We're not. We're just friends, but she's great. She's great. I'm almost at 10 mil. Almost at 10 mil, guys. Almost at 10 mil. Let's get to 10 million. Booyah! Pixie, we made it. We made it. What you think, babe? What you think? Yeah. Team Ryan and Pixie forever, right? Yeah. We made it. We made it. Pretty soon, I also had somebody say, I need to sell merch. Like, really? Would y'all buy a Team Ryan shirt if I sold a Team Ryan shirt? Let's do a poll. Like, let's be honest. Would you buy a Team Ryan shirt from me? Like, I'm kind of like on the fence about it. Like, really? I mean, some no, that's fine. You don't have to be Team Ryan. I wish you were Team Ryan. I mean, but you don't have to buy the shirt. But, I mean, I'm just curious. Like, I have a friend who does shirts, and she's always like, Ryan, let's do a Team Ryan shirt. And her business is Case Creations. She does some great stuff. It's a good friend of mine. And I thought about doing, like, a Team Ryan shirt in, like, purple and gold because I love LSU, and then doing a Team Pixie shirt. Doing a Team Pixie shirt in black and white. Like, probably be kind of cool. But we'll see. We'll see. But some people are like, no, but if 2,000 people bought a shirt, that'd be cool. I want pictures of y'all in them. Like, honestly, I want pictures. I want to be like, Team Ryan. Yeah, but I would do it. I'd want y'all to buy through this lady, Case Creations. Like, let me show you some of her stuff. Miss Ned, you my people. Look, she made me that for Christmas. Boom. Case Creations. She's also a friend of mine in my follow list. You got to check her out. She does great stuff. It's my good friend, Miss Ned. If you're out there watching, you know I love you. Good friend of mine. We teach together. She's a good businesswoman, and she made me that for Christmas, and I love it. I love it. So she also does shirts. She does all kind of stuff. So thinking about it, Team Ryan jersey, that would be epic. A Team Ryan jersey. Yeah, ask y'all this. If I create a jersey, would y'all rock a jersey more than a shirt? Red, yes. Blue, no. A Team Ryan jersey. That would be cool. My thing is, like, I love jerseys, and like this jersey's so nice. It's like one of the nicest jerseys I have. Like, look at the patch, like Cal Ripken, like Mr. Iron Man himself, and over here we got the Oriole. Like, I love this jersey, and my thing is if I created jerseys, I want them to be good. Like, I wouldn't want some cheap jerseys like Christy bought me and Gypsy one time. Oh my God, it was like the cheapest jerseys ever. And you know what's funny is, like, I was okay with them. I was okay with them. Christy, I'll tell you the story. I was okay with them. Gypsy saw the pictures of them and was like, told me like, Ryan, you have to buy us real Saints jerseys. And I was like, no, your stepmom bought jerseys. Like, let's wear those. And she was like, no, like, this is not what I wanted. I want real jerseys. So I bought them. I felt bad, but it was Gypsy's idea. And I probably got blamed for that. Christy and Rod showed up like the first Sunday, and me and Gypsy are wearing our custom made Saints jerseys. And I know it pissed Christy off. I know it did. But that wasn't my idea, Christy. That was Gypsy. But that's another reason you probably don't like me. So, anyway. But it's what it is. Like, it was funny because like me and Gypsy wanted the Saints jerseys, and like it was so funny. Gypsy had some money at that time, like through taxes or whatever. She had money through something, and no, the money that people gave her, she sent it home or whatever. And Gypsy had plenty of money, and it was her idea. And she asked Christy like, "Please buy these jerseys for us, please." And Christy was like, "I got them, no worries." And yeah, they were not Saints jerseys, but I was like, "Gypsy, it's fine. We'll wear them." And Gypsy was like, "No." So I got blamed for that one. That's probably another reason Christy hated my guts, but whatever. Can't cry over spilt milk. Pixie Dust jersey, that would be cool. Have like a Team Pixie jersey. It'd be black and white like Pixie and have like her face on it. Yeah, jerseys are expensive though. I'm not gonna lie, jerseys are expensive. Hey Chloe, how you doing? Team Pookie, I like that. I don't know, I wouldn't do a Team Pookie shirt. Like, that's kind of funny. But anyway, guys, continue being amazing. I appreciate that. Guys, I'm trying to be me. I hope this live lived up to y'all's expectations. I had to. I mean, what did y'all think of my live? Let's ask that. Did you like my live? Like, did it live up to your expectation? Red, yes. Blue, no. If it didn't, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. You know, I just had to clear some things up. I have many more stuff that, like, I didn't even scratch the surface of stuff that's happened. Like, at all. And you know, one day I will. But also I'm trying to, the show was an experience. It was. The show was an experience. There's a lot of stuff that happened. Write a book, please. Thought about it. I don't know if it would get published. I don't know if anybody would care, honestly. I don't know. I think, look, I see people saying, yes, do a podcast. I'd love a podcast. Podcast would be cool. Who had the coolest graphic? Right now it's Blanche. Blanche had the coolest graphic so far. Like, I will say that. I just like that comment that said, you're not giving yourself enough credit, Ryan. Thank you. You're right. I could do anything I wanted to do. You're absolutely right. Thank you for that. And I could do that. Guys, y'all are at 10.5 million likes. Thank you so much. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all can move past some stuff that has happened here recently. Guys, like I said, I will be dropping this live on my YouTube channel when I get it going. I need to drop all of it, all of my lives, in case you've ever missed them. I will be doing that. Like I said, it just sucks that Gypsy created a YouTube channel, and it, you know, but I was thinking of doing it too. So I love people saying I'm trying to stay relevant. I'm just being me, guys. Like, that's what it is. Is there going to be a season 3? I don't know. If there was a season 3, y'all want me to be in it? I would prefer doing my own thing, if you want my honest opinion. But you want more tea? All right, get your cups ready. Y'all ready for this one? All right. All right. I love when Gypsy said postpartum. Like, that was the only time she ever reached out. I think that's so funny to me. Gypsy's biggest fear is that I would ruin her relationship with Ken. And that's not my goal. And I love, be quiet. I wanted the Knicks to win. I hope the Knicks won. I hate that I ruined it. I didn't get to see it. But guys, I was on here to be with y'all. So guys, I've been on for a while. I made it to 10.7 million likes. Guys, thank y'all so much for that. Like I said, I'll drop this on YouTube eventually. And I don't see a sweat towel. No, you won't see one. You won't. That's your mama's house, like I said before. Guys, I didn't always scratch the surface on stuff. Like, usually when I get mad, I drop more stuff. So bang, bang, bang. I hope I gave y'all some stuff to laugh about, talk about. You know, I just wish y'all the best, and I want to thank y'all. Like, I wanted to get to 11 million likes, but I got to 10.7. That's where I needed to be. And there's more things I need to talk about, and I'm not gonna do it tonight, guys. I'm kind of tired. My YouTube is at the Ryan Anderson. That's my YouTube channel. It's at the Ryan Anderson, guys. It's got a picture of me with the same logo I have here. And I also want to tell people something. Look, guys, I have one account. It's verified. Please stop letting people tell you that they're me when they're not. Okay? Please, if you see the blue check mark on my Instagram or on my TikTok, it's really me. But I do not have a backup account. I do not have a backup account. There's one guy's like D Ryan and no. I have one account. Please don't be scammed. Okay? Please. I hate that more than anything. I'm not into deceiving people. Okay? So when people deceive people, it drives me crazy because I'm not that way. All right? 11 million. Did I make 11 mil? I'm at 10.9. Pixie. I think we made 11 mil, baby. 11 million. Sorry. Stupid dance. Stupid. Guys, 11 million. Like, how's that? It's hard to beat that. I'll be going live again when I go live again. Guys, I am focusing on me, my mental health, getting better. Like I said in the beginning, I have nothing to do with that. Whatever they're doing, don't associate me with that. But you know, I'm on a redemption story. Like y'all have seen my story. I hope y'all enjoy being around me. I hope y'all like seeing my stuff. I hope y'all have enjoyed this live. I really hope. Somebody wants me to be a co-host. No, I'm tired, guys. So I'm about to get off. I will do some meet and greets would be cool. But guys, it's 9:40. I've missed the game. It's late. I have other stuff to speak on, and I will eventually. Guys, y'all have a great night. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for the support. And like I said in the beginning, guys, without y'all, I'm nothing. Guys, go check out my cameos. For real. Like, if you want a personalized message from me, and it's the real deal, go to cameo.com. Like, I'm there. The link is in my bio. Go check it out, guys. Right now, they're $50. Price fluctuates, but right now, they're $50. I love when people post my cameos. So post them. Show the world what they're getting, because it's awesome. Like, I love doing the cameos, guys, because it's me interacting with people, and I love it. Like, and I love seeing people happy to get them. Like that, so much joy. But the link is in my bio. Check it out. Blanche had the coolest graphic. So it looks like she gave me the Jeep win, which was cool. So it looks like Blanche is the winner of the coolest graphic tonight. Guys, thank y'all so much. Go check out my cameos. Like I said, I started Cameo, guys, just to see if people would buy them. Like, honestly, and right now, for the month of May, I am like ranked 73rd. Like, I just joined like a week and a half ago. I'm already at 73rd. Y'all never guess who's number one. Number one on Cameo is Sean Astin, Rudy himself, Lord of the Rings. It's amazing. And I think that's great. So he's number one on Cameo, but yeah, it'd be great if I beat him. But yeah, I've seen his numbers. No way. Yeah, guys, my YouTube channel is at the Ryan Anderson. Okay, you'll see a picture of me, and the banner is Pixie right now. I'm working on more stuff. You know, guys, thank you for the love and the support. Thank y'all for being with me tonight. I do hope that I shed some light on some stuff, and I hope that y'all enjoyed it. Guys, stay Team Ryan, guys. Love you guys. I'm out. 11.2 million likes. Most I've ever got. I love it. Thank y'all so much. Stay Team Ryan, guys. More later.